Karnataka Minister Dinesh Gundu Rao has stirred up a controversy with his remarks on Savarkar, igniting a political debate. Describing Savarkar as traditional yet modern, he claims that Savarkar, who was Brahmin, ate beef and didn't really oppose to cow slaughter. Now, Dinesh Gundu Rao also went on to comment on Jinnah, stating that Jinnah was never a hardcore Islamist, and he too, some say, was consuming pork. Well, Ranjit Savarkar, the grandson of Savarkar, hasn't taken these comments lightly. He's now all set to file a case in response to Dinesh Gundu Rao's remarks. He's further accused the Congress leadership of consistently trying to speak against Savarkar's legacy. BJP has rallied against the Karnataka Mantri, attacking the Congress for being anti-Hindu, with one remark claiming that the Congress instead would like to worship Tippu Sultan. BJP has termed Dinesh Gundu Rao's statements here an insult to Savarkar, calling it a matter of national shame.
Savarkar but he was a non-veg eater and he was not against cow slaughter. Modernist on Riti. But our fundamentalist thinking is true. But on one side he is a modernist also. But definitely as a Brahmin he was eating meat and he was openly propagating eating meat.
ये लोग जो है इनको सावरकर के बारे में कुछ पता नहीं है। ये बार-बार सावरकर जी का अपमान ही करते हैं और सावरकर जी ने गाय के ऊपर अपने विचार बहुत अच्छे तरीके से रखे हैं। उन्होंने ये कहा है कि किसान के जन्म से लेकर मरने तक गाय ये उसको मदद करती है, इसलिए हम लोगों ने गाय को एक ईश्वर का दर्जा दिया है। मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इस प्रकार से सावरकर जी के ऊपर गलत बयानी करना ये राहुल गांधी ने जो शुरू किया है उसी को आगे ले जाने का प्रयास लोगों का।
देखिए, भारत का अपमान करना कांग्रेस का एजेंडा नंबर 1 है। दूसरा, भारतीय स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों का उनको अपमानित दिन प्रतिदिन करना ये कांग्रेस का एजेंडा नंबर 2 है। और इसमें कांग्रेस कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ रही, राहुल गांधी जी से लेकर गुंडा राव तक। और गुंडू राव वाले पे भी अगर मैं इतना कहूं, अगर वो वीर सावरकर के जीवन से थोड़ी सी भी सीख लें तो उनका जीवन सफल हो सकता है। लेकिन ये कांग्रेसियों ने सेवा भाव नहीं है, सत्ता का सुख भोगने का काम किया है। और सबसे बड़ा मेवा किसने खाया तो कांग्रेसियों ने खाया है। प्राण स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों ने दिए, पंडित नेहरू से लेकर राहुल गांधी तक सत्ता का सुख भोगते रहे, ये कांग्रेसियों ने किया है।
Congress party wholesalely decided from Delhi to Karnataka, they are threatening Hindu gods. Now they are threatening a freedom fighter. Savarkar is a freedom fighter. So in future also, same thing happen. In Karnataka also, they will teach you lesson. Every Hindu will teach the lesson.
Now, Dinesh Gundu Rao has spoken to India today. He has spoken about this political controversy and slugfest on what he really meant to say and what he thinks of this controversy that's now brewing.
Yesterday you made a statement on Veer Savarkar that he was a meat eater and he consumed beef. Now this has not gone well with the BJP has criticized you, sir. How do you see this?
No, I'm not making any comment. I only is making a discussion on how to counter the fundamentalism, and it was a debate on Godse's assassination of Gandhi. So I was just I was not attacking anybody. I was just saying how do we counter fundamentalism, because Savarkar's was a fundamentalist view. Savarkar's view is that we should have a Hindu Rashtra only for Hindus. Everybody else should be under the Hindu community. So I was saying that Savarkar was an atheist. Savarkar didn't believe in God. Savarkar was a person who ate non-veg. He believed he is a very modernist person. He had modern views, modern thinking, scientific. He believed in science also. So he was not even for the cow slaughter ban. He was not for that. So he had many of his views, but his view was fundamentalist. So how do we counter this fundamentalist? Through Gandhiwad. See, Mahatma Gandhi was a religious person. Savarkar he didn't believe in God. Gandhi was a vegetarian. Savarkar was a non-vegetarian. Gandhi was a very, you can't say Gandhi was a very scientific person. He had his own beliefs. The many criticisms are there about Gandhiji's beliefs. So many practices which people criticize. But that was he lived. But one great thing about Gandhiji was he was democratic. He wanted to take everybody. He wanted to discuss. Whereas Savarkar, though he was an atheist, though he was a modernist, but he was a fundamentalist.
We have some big news coming in on that. Amid all the political uproar, Dinesh Gundurao puts out a statement on his social platform, digging in his heels, saying what he said was nothing wrong. I'm going to quote him, what he said on his X platform. Once again, sorry for speaking the truth. Sorry not for my statements, but this is what Savarkar said to the British. Dinesh Gundurao there saying sorry for speaking the truth. Sorry not for my statements, but this is what Savarkar said to the British. This is Dinesh Gundurao, who's put out this statement there after this controversy is now kicked up. Savarkar's great-grandson, Ranjit Savarkar, speaking to India Today, has lashed out at the Karnataka minister, Dinesh Gundurao, in an exclusive conversation to us. Here's what he said.
मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग तो बहुत माइल्ड वर है, ये सरासर झूठ बोल रहे हैं। सावरकर जी ने ये उदाहरण दिया था कि पहले जब बाहर के जो इस्लामी राष्ट्र हमारे पे आक्रमण करते थे, उनको मालूम था कि हिंदू गोहत्या नहीं करता है, तो अपने सैन्य के सामने गाय की झुंड रखते थे और वो गाय न मरे इसलिए हमारे सैनिक उसको प्रतिकार नहीं करते थे। उसका परिणाम था वो सैन्य पराभूत होता था, उनकी कत्लेआम होती थी और उसी दिन के रात के जश्न में वो गाय काटी जाती थी। तो सावरकर ने कहा तो ऐसी भी तो बची नहीं है और 4 गाय बचाने के लिए आपने राज्य गंवाया। राज्य गंवाने के कारण आज लाखों की संख्या में गोहत्या हो रही है। ये जो मेन है, तो सावरकर जी गोहत्या के पूर्ण विरोध थे। वो गोरक्षण एक अधिवेशन था, उसके वो अध्यक्ष भी थे। तो मैं इनके ऊपर सीधा फौजदारी केस करने वाला हूँ।
Right, I'm going to quickly cut across to our correspondent Sagai Raj from Karnataka, joining us live on this. Sagai, you spoke to Dinesh Gundurao. He is not apologetic for what he said. He says, and we see that comment he's put out on his X platform as well now, where he says, I'm not sorry. My statements are not wrong. I'm not sorry for what I said. This is exactly what Savarkar said to the British. Tell us more around the controversy. Has it had any impact on the Congress Neta?
Now, he went on to justify saying that he was addressing a seminar and he was talking about the ideologies and the fundamental behind their ideologies. And he also claims that V. Savarkar is a fundamentalist. Though he was an atheist, he was a meat eater, but he never opposed cow slaughtering. He also consumed beef. So he always been a fundamentalist who was on one side. On the other side, he has also went on ahead and criticized Jinnah, where he said that even he was a modernist, but he was not a fundamentalist. And he also said that Jinnah was consuming pork meat as well. So that is the kind of the mindset of Jinnah. Whereas he has also compared Gandhi, saying that he was a pure vegetarian, he was a Hinduist, and he has his own ideology. But he went on to say that Savarkar, though he was having his own ideology, but he was a fundamentalist and person in modern thinking, where he did not oppose cow slaughtering, he did not oppose meat eating, he has endorsed meat eating, and he also consumed beef. So these were the justification done by Dinesh Gundurao. He didn't say that he hasn't said anything new. It was already there, everything in the book, and he didn't make any kind of new statement. It is already there in the part of history when you read books about Veer Savarkar.
All right. Sagai, thanks very much, but I request you to please stay with us. We have some more news coming in from Karnataka. Some shocking visuals emerging from Karnataka, Bengaluru's DJ Harli. Terror of drug addicts that's seen out in the open. A bunch of boys holding machetes, all drugged, moving about in the neighborhood, unleashing terror, scaring the neighborhood. These drug addicts there, very clearly, who are seen in another video, they're seen actually consuming drugs and having fun with it, threatening the neighborhood people, in fact, even attacking a man with a machete. A case has been registered by the Bengaluru police, but it's shocking to see the brazenness. DJ Harli, an area where we're looking at these men lurking around fearlessly with no fear of consequences at all. This is in fact an area that's filled with all these boys roaming around trying to eve tease and disturb the neighborhood, break the rules, break traffic rules. This is a common affair seen in the DJ Ali area, but this is the first in a video where we see machetes being wielded by these men as they move around and hop from one terrace to the other, trying to scare people, all drugged up. Let me cut across to Sagai Raj, joining us for more on that. Sagai, this is shocking. DJ Ali is not too far from Bengaluru city centre, and we're looking at these young men, all drugged, moving around with machetes, threatening the neighborhood. Who are they? How many of them have been arrested? What do the cops say about this?
Close to 3 to 4 people are already been arrested in this incident, and if you notice that, as you rightly pointed out, it is in the heart of the city, DJ Ali, and it is a notorious area, and this is not something new. Remember infamous Bengaluru violence which was been reported, where police station was burnt out. It all happened in DJ Ali and KJ Ali limits, and it is the same area where the people are witnessing these kind of horrifying incident, where these notorious guys are walking with machete and sword in their hand. And if you notice, there is a video which has been shared on social media where, while consuming these tablets, drugs tablets, they have recorded the video and shared on their social media status. And after that, they are completely intoxicated. They are not even, they're not even their senses. They don't know what they are trying to do, and they are jumping from one building to another, carrying their machete and attacking the people whoever comes in front of them. And they also threaten that if they try to escalate the issue or file a police complaint, they will face the worst consequences the next day. So now the police have taken cognizance of it, filed an FIR and arrested all those people.
So, Guy, this is truly disturbing. It's right in the center of the city. DJ Ali, known to be quite notorious for such gangster elements. And here you see these men consuming drugs, threatening the neighborhood there, and this time with machetes. That's how far they've gone. We're really hoping that this is alarming enough for the police to come up with a huge crackdown in that area and possibly keep a 24-hour vigil of police there stationed through round the clock to ensure these kind of unscrupulous elements are brought to book.